was about a chaotic dinner between us. Well, we must say that you're not wrong. However, it's much more complex than that. The scene revealed the power of gender roles and race.
Yep, that's me. I tried to be the positive woman in the room by lightening the dinner's mood. I told a very funny story that guaranteed the laughter. Right, Stella?
Well, I'm Stella. To be very honest, I couldn't find the funny part of her jokes. But, you know, I love my sister and I wanted the dinner to be perfect. I tried to keep the peace in the house, but Stanley...
I am the man. Every man is a king, and I am the king here.
Yes, Stanley acted like he ruled the house, the man of the house. He shouted when Stella and Blanche talked back at him, making them scared and feel less powerful than him. The scene exposed the idea of men's dominance.
Stanley always made sure that he was not threatened by their words. For example, he brought up the term polite, a word that Blanche used to call him with. He became aggressive when the woman looked down at him, especially when they were degrading his nationality, including his background, job, and lifestyle, by mentioning polite. Hence, Stanley was being aggressive not only because he wanted to maintain his power as a man, but he was also trying to affirm himself that in society that looked down on him.
We feel that when people, well, especially in this scene, men, want to maintain their power and dominance, it can lead to destruction in relationships or simply in a certain situation. Ironically, it happens up till now in this modern society.